I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Now, today we're reading from the book of James, chapter 3. Let's focus on verses 13 through 16. Who is wise and understanding among you? He should show his works by good conduct with gentleness. But if you have bitter envy and selfish ambition in your heart, don't brag and lie in defiance of the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from above, but it's earthly, sensual, demonic. For where envy and selfish ambition exist, there is disorder and every kind of evil. Well, first, for all of my adult life, I have been in the music business, singing songs about Jesus. While many great songs of praise come out of Nashville, Tennessee's Christian music industry, of which I've been a part for 30 years, it also has its share of envy and self-ambition. And those two negative attributes are fueled by money, notoriety, and an over-anxious need for God's acceptance. And they pretty much define all human competitions, at least among Christians. A friend once said, when you mix God's business with the music business, you get monkey business. And while self-ambition is somewhat self-explanatory, what is envy? Well, envy is pride, wounded in competition. Now think about it. When have you been envious? Has it not been when you felt someone else was succeeding despite your sincere and your diligent efforts? Now, the classic biblical case of envy, and while there are many, but the biggest one, I think, is the story of Cain and Abel. Two brothers make offerings to the Lord. Starts off really good. Cain's offering from the field, Abel's offering from the animals. And the Lord looked more favorably upon Abel's offering for reasons that we won't get into now. The point is that what is Cain's response to that? Well, Cain's reaction was to become bitterly envious, which, left unchecked, led Cain to murder his brother. Now think about it. At that time, Cain slaughtered 1/4 of the world's population because there's only Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel. So in business, especially ministry business, envy happens all the time. And the envy, not the murder part, hundreds of Christians who are recording artists are writing songs about the Lord, all of them, recording them for distribution in a marketplace. And when one record becomes more successful than another, you have an opportunity for envy to creep in, and often it does. Competition can be healthy, but unchecked, competition incubates envy, pride, wounded in competition. Here's another saying, if it was that easy to grab, there wouldn't be any left. So given the rules of economics, that is just basic supply and demand, very few artists can succeed in a competitive market. Definitely can't do it long term. It is lonely at the top, and often it's vicious up there. Because after the big grab, most artists are left feeling underpaid, underappreciated, and sadly, they often feel that they've been underserved or rejected by God. So who among you is wise? Reject the tendency to be envious and self-ambitious. Find your identity in the Lord and rest in His plan and provision. Show your works as one who has already received God's blessing of abundant and eternal life by His grace through our faith in Jesus. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Now, Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. And yes, we need your monthly support, now more than ever. Donating is secure and it's easy at our website, groundworksministries.com. You know another way to help? Tell people about Groundworks Ministries. Share these podcasts with friends and family and on your social media. And of course, you can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.